Alright, so we finally got a halfway warm day out. It was actually 70 yesterday, but unfortunately I had too much outdoor work I had to get accomplished on a 70-degree day, that I couldn't get out here to work on the cabinet. But today it's like 60-ish, and so my plan is to see if we can go ahead and get this stripped so that then I can work on gluing the cabinet and the veneers on that I need to fix on a later date. So I'm out here in the garage right now. I apologize for the lighting if it sucks, because I got a pretty good glare coming in through my window, which is above my workbench. So if it's lousy lighting, I apologize. Also, I thought I had more steel wool than what I think I actually had. So I'm going to be short on steel wool. I hope I have enough to actually accomplish what we're trying to accomplish here. And I got the lacquer thinner out here. So basically all I do is use lacquer thinner, some steel wool, and a rag. And usually get the rag nice and soaked on it, but we're going to start with the steel wool first. And just get some on there. You can't get too much. You want to just let it soak really good. The best thing is not let it dry, but it doesn't really matter. You want to just keep it wet if at all possible. And then we're just going to scratch it with the steel wool to get down into the areas that might be stubborn, and go from there. Hopefully you can see this. I'm going to rotate my viewfinder around so I can see, if you guys can see. But I'm just going to go with the grain, you go against the grain. This radio has already been stripped once. I don't know what was used. It could have been lacquer thinner, but I don't think it was thoroughly stripped. So that's why I'm trying to hit it some more. Like there's a darker area there. And I want the natural wood to come through as much as possible. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time trying to strip it, because I know it has already been stripped once, but I want to make sure that I don't have to use any more lacquer thinner on it, because once I glue the veneer, I want to make sure that it is there, and I don't have to get any lacquer thinner on the wood glue. So like I said, it don't look like I'm getting much more off of this than what it was, but I wanted to at least give it a chance to make sure that I had as much off as I could. So that's what we're going to do here. Okay guys, so I got the cabinet back in the house. It's in the teens today, so I'm glad I got it back in here. But I haven't done anything to it since we had it out there and stripped it. What, you guys can see it. The stripping turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. But what I did notice, once I got down here and I was getting ready to lightly sand this top, was that on this corner right here, it was like wore down really bad. I don't know what had happened. I guess from the veneer being off, something had hit it or something, but it was wore down about an inch worth, maybe a little bit more than an inch worth. So what I decided to do was trim out a piece, and I still got to straighten it out a little bit better than it was, but I have this piece of 1/4 inch, I think it is, wood that I got for some other project some point in time. And I've already shaved a piece off using a razor knife, pretty thin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece to fit that better once I straighten it, because that was free-handed right there. I just seen what I could do. But I'm going to cut a piece about the right thickness, but a little thicker. I'm going to glue it in there, and then I'll sand it down and get it where it needs to be. And I'll lightly sand all this with some 220 just to get it ready for the veneer. Alrighty, I got a piece cut here for it. Pretty much fits perfect. I left it just a tad shy right there. I mean, proud. And we're thicker, obviously, than we need it to be. I can show you that there. We're a little bit thicker, not by much. Not by much. I have some of my old veneer sitting inside the cabinet. I ain't worried about right at the moment. But I also cut my finger, which is not surprising. I'm always doing that with the blade, which is why my wife says I'm not supposed to have blades. So what I'm planning on doing now is I'm just going to get some of my wood glue over here. I'm just going to put a little layer of this tight bond on here, which is what I'm also going to use for the veneer. But I'll put some on there and clamp it, and I'll sand it down, and then I'll bring it back once I got that done. Okay, so while my piece is clamped and drying, I have a section here in the front side that is loose, and I'm going to try and inject some glue down in here using this little hypodermic needle. I don't know how far down I can get, but we're going to try and get some in there without breaking anything. I sucked some up in there, and I can see it coming out now. I don't know if I'm catching this for you guys or not, but I'm going to see if I can rake some inside there, because I don't want to push the needle down so far that it pops the veneer loose either, worse than it is. So go like that, mash that in there. I'm going to wipe it off a little bit, and then I'm going to get a clamp on there. And I'll probably grease some up when I do that too. And clamp that down like that. I think that'll give us a little bit better clampage on there. I think that this one's going to be fine to take the clamp off of at this point. So now I can lay this face down. So we can look at this piece here that's missing. I'll get this thing where you guys can see better. Like that. Right here, our piece is missing, and I've got to come up with a piece for this. Now the green is actually going kind of at a diagonal here. I've got some of the old veneer. It's about the same color. And I am thinking I want to try and use a piece of this if possible. Let me see if I can do a diagonal, something like this. I don't know if we can or not. so that piece is off. Now my diagonal, not necessarily perfectly straight with the piece down here. I hope I'm not in your light. Alright, now, I'm wondering if we... Okay, I'm going to clean this piece up a little bit with some light sandpaper. And then I'll see if I can cut a piece of that, sorta, and I'll bring you back. Okay, so we have our patch piece glued in here, our patch piece glued in here, and all I've got to do is now go on the back side of that and trim it off with a razor knife. Hopefully that'll go alright. We've got our side piece here glued on nice. We've got that there glued on nice. Now I'm going to sand this down. So I'm going to sand this piece down flush. I'm going to cut those off, and then I'll bring you back and we'll see how it turns out. Alrighty, so I've got this all trimmed out. That's that repair right there. I think that looks pretty decent. This is that repair right there. You can see it. Actually, I need to sand that just a little bit more because the patch is just a smidge high. But we'll touch that up a little bit. The little spot right there you see is the hole from the back side for the speaker hardware. But overall, I think it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I think once I get stain on it all and finish, the dark spot that's in the wood grain. But yeah, I mean overall I'm pretty happy with it. What I did was after I got those cut off, I sanded them to get them the way they shaped they needed to be. Then I just went over the whole face with a little bit of 400 grit by hand to blend everything together, and then I wiped it off with some rubbing alcohol. Now we'll look at the top, and there is our fix on the top. Nice and smooth now. I sanded the whole top a little bit by hand. I'll be about ready to put the piece of veneer on the top. I want to show you guys something else here that I unfortunately saw when I was working on it here. Get you where you guys can see where I get a blade in here. So I saw over here there was a gap. You can see I get my blade in there. There's actually a couple of screws, one that goes up on this end and one that goes up on this end, that I can tighten down. But what I want to do is, you can see I can increase that gap. It's on the top up here as well. So what I'm going to do is squirt glue all down in there, clamp it, tighten the two screws down, and that should hold it good, I think. Now this back here needs a little bit of edge glue going down it in the spots, and then of course the bottom still has to be fixed down here. I don't know how much you guys can see of that. The lighting's not great. Yeah, right there. So I'll get that going, but we're getting there.